Dear students, today we are going to study Standard Ninth, Subject Yoga, Health and Physical Education. Lesson 6, Accident Occurring During Games and First Aid. Part 2. In the previous lecture, in Part 1, we got the information of accident occurring during games and causes of accidents like preparation of ground, equipments used in games, uniform of players, physical contact, perfect knowledge of skill and rules in player, excessive activities, weather, sensational unbalance. Now, today we will get information about universal acknowledged remedies of control of accident and first aid. If accident go on happening while playing games and efforts are not made to prevent them, players may have injuries during games and game may become uninteresting. He won't show his best in the game due to injuring. Some permanent physical defect may turn out or even death if the injury is rather fatal. Hence, remedies to prevent accident causes injuries should be thought of. If players connected with various kinds of games, coach, planners, etc., may be having knowledge of prevention of accident, then it would reduce accident on the playground. Intensity of injuries can be reduced to minimum. If we remove the causes of accidents, chances of accidents would be reduced. We have information regarding causes of accident before we may apply that to prevent accidents. First, preparation and maintenance of playground. Prepare the surface of playground even without pits and pots, not rough, without pebbles and stones, not glossy or slippery even when wet. Water may be sprinkled if needed. Rural may be turned and moved. There may not be fence or of wire, wall, pillars or trees etc. near to limits line of the playground. Grass straw of the playground should be kept properly cut. Use of less water should be avoided. Observe minutely and make the surface even by filling in the pits small or big. If any permanent sign like bricks, stones, pipes of iron, etc., should be buried in the ground properly so that stumbling is avoided. Maintain the playground properly. See that animals may not come on the playground. If all this is taken care of, probable accident on the playground can be prevented. Second, use of proper equipments. Particular equipments used for particular games should be of standard size, strong and durable, and of high quality. Strength and shape surface of the equipments of sports and games or gymnastics should be tested before use. To select mats of proper density for judo and wrestling and see that mat is open enough outside the area without hindrance. Ordinary cheap equipments may look good economically, but for a player it become a cause for serious accidents. If you use standard and strong equipments, then only accidents occur due to equipments can be prevented. Third, kit of the player. Kit of the player is an important factor for every game. Dresses should be of proper cloth, proper size, and make sure that it may not create any hindrance in adopting skills and various kind of devices of games. Dresses are of different type as suited for games. Button, but belt, buckle, etc. if needed in making dress should be made from such a material that they may not cause an injury. Dresses for games like cricket, boxing, wrestling, judo, karate, skating, gymnastics, etc. should be proper prepared specially for protection. Fourth, knowledge of skill and rules of games. If the player gets proficiency over the skills of the games, develop physical competency and take part in the game, maintaining his mental balance, then he can take proper decision according to situation. As a result, accident would be prevented. If rules of the games are strictly observed and the game would not be hazardous. While running fast if the skill of stopping suddenly and the skill of suddenly changing the direction would have been developed, the accident could be prevented. Fifth, work according to ability. The player should put in labor in limit of his ability so that he is not tired much and that muscles are not stretched. If his ability to work is increased gradually more and more through training, accidental injuries can be prevented. 6. Proper time for playing games. Result of a game of competition is expected good in pleasant atmosphere. Avoid playing in heavy rains and in severe sunlight heat. Take care that body is not too much cool while playing in chilly cold. Thus, on selecting proper climate for playing games, likely accident can be prevented. 7. Proper guidance. Having consciousness for knowledge of proper probable accident and remedies to prevent them accidents would be prevented. Frequent guidance as well as during games and teacher or coach would be useful in preventing probable accidents. Next point, remedies of self defense. In case and in if each and every player individually is seriously and aware to prevent accident likely during games or competition, then the proportion of accidents during games would be meager. Here, some remedies for self defense are stated. First, Consciousness. While doing any activity in public life or on the playground, if one is conscious about activity, remedies for self defense can be effective. Second, physical capability and mental health. By being physical ready and developing mental health on one can be saved from likely accident by taking immediate and proper decision in any accidental situation. By developing mastery over skill of the game and proficiency of applying in properly, self-defense from the accident is possible. Keeping eyesight moving all around during activities and hereby becoming convi- convince, convinced to constant changing situation in game. Self-defense is possible. Activities may be performed according to proper guidance through the teacher or the coach. 6. Have your own accident insurance. Last point, first aid. Immediately treatment as a relief given before the medical treatment is given to a person injured, accidentally or suddenly attacked with illness is called the first aid. In other words, first aid is a treatment given by any person on the location to the sufferer in situation like accidental illness or accidental injuries like wound, fracture, bleeding, drowning, burn, hemorrhage, becoming unconscious, etc. before taking the sufferer to the doctor. The main objective of the first aid is to save life, to give relief in pain, not to allow the pain of the sufferer to increase and to provide immediate medical help. The lesson ends here. Thank you.